Right. Awards from the week. Gablet areas. Who was your best on ground of the week? Mine's Ben, MF, and King. God, he's good. Yes, it was Richmond. I don't care. He's got 18 kicks for the season. 16 of them are goals. One of them is behind. I don't know what happened to the other one, but that's just awesome. Like 3 games, 16 goals, taking the piss. Ben King, unreal. I did think about Rosie. I did think about the Hornet in here too, but he was just that good and that dominant. And you're like, this is your absolute primo forward right now. This is unreal.
Yeah, he can't miss. I would actually like to know what that 18th kick was, whether it was a pass or an out in the full or a just try. I want to know.
I did find it weird that they were like, I think during that during the Freo game on Saturday, they were like, oh, is there anybody better in the forward line, Gaz, than bloody Josh Tracy? He's the best bloody forward in the game. I'm like, Ben King's right there. He kicked 7 goals this afternoon. What are we doing?
Pretty sure there's probably 2 or 3 who are a lot better right now.
It's a bit weird.
Tracy's good, but Ben King he'll win the Coleman.
And like, especially at home, like when they go actually back up to the Gold Coast, like look out. Anyway, who's your?
He's on track for 100 too.
Yeah,
he's averaging over 5 goals a game. So fingers crossed. Okay, my best on ground of the week. I tossed up a couple here, but I've gone with Andy Brayshaw with 39 touches. It was a bit of a tough one because I probably would have gone for Ben King, but he stole it. So, but yeah, what are you going to do? Zach Butters as well was really good. And another one who probably you could say he was a bit stiff was John Newcomb from Hawthorn, had a really good performance. And your man, Harley Reid, Bam Balam.
Whoa, Harley Reid, Bam Balam.
I reckon it was almost a mature game from him. So aside from the biff at 3/4 time, which I loved, but yeah, I reckon Andy Brayshaw, 39 touches, hard to get past.
It's certainly hard to get past that bloody jawline and those handsome chiseled features of too handsome for his own good. There's like Freo, they've got like 4 dudes who are just too handsome. I'm like, that's enough out of you, Bailey Banfield. Anyway, who are you buying a beer this week? Me, it's my ginger ninja brethren, Oscar Baker, or as I've written here, Oscar Effin Baker. What a goal to seal the deal. He's got the headband on. He's flying around.
I was surprised you didn't come out with a headband on.
I did think about it, but because to the point where I actually have a headband somewhere. I looked for it and I have absolutely no idea what I've done with them. Like, this would be good with the Oscar Baker, but well, that was awesome. Loved it. And he was my obvious candidate for that because you just go buy him a 10. A, ginger. B, kicked a game-sealing winning goal.
Old Cobra Kai Baker.
And did it in Adelaide. Like, that's awesome. So.
Unlikely hero, as they say in the paper. So, well, this week I was going to buy my Kelty Lethu from Richmond.
Kelty
a beer. Lefau, that's the one. Especially when they threw him into the ruck after Big Nank went down and he was well undersized against big wits. But then I saw a story today about him getting done drink driving, so I think he might have to lay off the booze for a little bit. But I'm actually going to take a slab down to the rooms of the Tasmanian VFL side who played their first game on Saturday. They had a sold-out crowd of 11,000 and they got a win. So do it like the old days of country footy and take a slab of whatever they like in there, a bit of Melbourne, bit of VB, and a slab of Coke Zero for the young fellas who are playing their games and aren't allowed to drink yet. But yeah, I thought that was awesome that they come back in. It's good signs for footy coming in Tasmania in a couple of years' time. So it's good to see and good that they got the win.
You'd take a slab of Bogues in there in Tassie, wouldn't you?
Yeah, or Cascade.
Yeah, one of their delightful, refreshing, spring water beers that they've got down there.
That were popular here for about 5.5 minutes. So.
Yeah, they don't have their stinky mainland water beers. So,
well, you do get a family discount if you buy a slab. So
it's a 6-pack, 12-pack each. There you go. One of the week, easy one for me. It was TDK. TDK. The goal kicking, the execution, some of the on-field delivery has left a little bit to be desired. And I did find it at least a hint ironic that both the Saints took both TDK and Jack Silvani, two gentlemen who have struggled at times with kicking the ball to the places at times. JSOS, however, has gotten better over the years. He was abysmal early on. But TDK, spraying shots in front of goal. It was pretty brutal to watch. And this is the thing, when we talk about money and AFL footballers, that's why I hate it so much, because people go, wow, you're paying him $1.6 million. You should keep that goal. It's like the money's got nothing to do with him kicking that goal.
No.
He just needs to be better. It's very simple. And when we start putting prices on these things, it absolutely shits me up the wall. I'm like, dude, this is why I hate this sort of weird fixation of dollars that we have on AFL footballers that we just don't have for other sports. You obviously probably remember the EPL had a really big thing with this as well. And to be honest, they still kind of do when it's he makes 400,000 quid a week. And you're like, is that a lot or is that not much?
Oh, they break it down into minutes and seconds or an hourly rate. It's
weird. It's you're just doing that to make me angry because I'm not making that money. It's I don't care, man. That's his life. He's extremely.
They're paid what they're paid for their job. Their job is to, if we were good enough,
there we go,
we would be getting paid, and so would the spuds that are carrying on like that on social media. If they were good enough, guess what, buddy? You probably be getting the same coin, but you're not good.
But yeah, TDK had an absolute mare. I think the problem was as well, I think you look at his actual disposals and his actual sort of, it's like the AFL version of true shooting percentage that I use a lot in the NFL. And he's having an absolute shocker to start the season. So yeah, spud-worthy everywhere. And Brad Scott was the honourable mention. I don't know if you were going to steal him or not, but yeah, TDK, Brad Scott.
Trying to forget him.
Was the other one. So what have you got there, Jess?
So I do have a couple of special mentions. The first one, I was going to throw Charlie in there, Charlie Curnow, but he did kick a couple in the first half and then disappeared for the second half. There was another one, but I've forgotten who it was, but that's okay. I'll move on to my actual spud, and it is Ben Mackay. 94% game time, 6 possessions and 2 marks.
He's getting paid $1 million a year. Oh, jeez, he's got to do that.
He should have given him a refund after that game. But honestly, for the biggest bloke in our defence, he is, as you've just mentioned, he's the highest paid down there. His job is to intercept mark, and he didn't do that. His other job is to lock down an opponent. Also didn't do that. He was okay against Hawthorn, but this week he did nothing. He had zero impact on the game, and it's just not good enough from a bloke, especially if he'd been injured or if he'd been off the ground for half the game, then I could almost forgive him. But the fact that he played 94% game time is just disgraceful. So I think there's going to be a lot of Essendon featuring in this particular column this year.
It's the eternal question of Ben Mackay, though, isn't it? It's when he's actually on fire and crushing it, and Essendon are playing one of those games that you're like, this is when they're dangerous. He can look awesome and look impenetrable, right? Down back, when they've got a hint of size around him as well. It's pretty crazy, but so much of it's just kind of you're meant to be building a defense sort of around a dude like that, and I don't know if he's that dude. So it's a bit of a problem.
I think you mentioned it a lot in NBA Straya about Zion and his empty calories. I think there's a lot of empty calories about Ben Mackay and his performances.
I think the fun part as well is the eternal story we always got with Aaron Norton was they should move him back. They should move him into the back line, Gary, I'll tell you. Or Rory Lobb, they should move him into the back line. They should move him forward. It's just, I don't know, be good at your job maybe.
Yeah.
You're too much of the Ben Mackay. Maybe we should move him forward. It's where's the reverse here? I don't know. It's kind of strange, right? But whatever.
I don't think you can afford to hide anyone else in our forward line.
It's he and two
We're just getting Caddy's way.
Just wave at each other. Anyway, speaking of Nate Caddy, better than Bootsma. Nate Caddy. He was
Love it.
awesome in that game.
Yeah.
Also, hit the post on another one that was like right in front. It was just
Yeah, you're going to get that though, but he just shows he's just got some go about him, something that we seriously lack. So I love him. He's awesome.
Milan Murdoch was going to be the other one as well. I just wanted to yell at Nate Caddy because he was so goddamn good. Milan Murdoch was like awesome in their game too. He had an absolute ripper start to his season, to his AFL career too. And yeah, to like ping a hammy in game.
Yeah, it's really a real shame.
Because he was absolutely everywhere. He's like one of those impact players as well, like just around the ball, getting plenty of it, using it well. He's like, dude, this is great. It's a great story. Hammy.
Yeah.
Who's better than Boots Majez?
I've got a Joel Frazier.
Ooh, nice. Love
24 disposals, 3 goals. I thought he was awesome. He's only young. He's 20 years old, so he's stepped up into that role at the Dogs, and he's definitely a big part of the way the Dogs are going this year so far. So love it.
They 100% went, yes, I know we've got Jamara Ugelhagen.
Yeah. This guy's better.
Hear me out. Joel Frazier is better than Jamara. Like different spots, but Frazier does way more and is better across the board. All right, some quick yeah-nahs. Is the game too fast, Jez? Yeah, nah.
Nah.
Come on, settle down, everybody. The game is fast. Yes, I get it. People are pinging hammies. I get it. It's fine.
We had the same conversation years ago about the ACLs when everyone was doing ACLs.
We might also be starting the season way too flipping early to the point where it's still really hot in a lot of different places.
Yep.
And
I think that's probably the bigger issue is we need to push it. We should be starting this weekend.
Yep. It's kind of weird, but, we've got to have footy all the time, which, hey, usually I'm cool, but I hate injuries. Number 2, do we need a taunting rule? Yeah, nah.
No.
No, we don't. I think we'll be okay. We'll probably survive. Bullying is bad. We all get it. Just don't do it or you'll get fined.
I think, case by case.
You know who needs to be in charge of this and can arbitrate this? Vice President of Common Sense.
Love it.
I am putting my hand up. At a
lot of hats.
Reasonable 6-figure sort of Andrew Dillon-esque salary. Well, he's on substantially more than that, but give me a slice of that, Andrew Dillon, and we'll talk. Charlie Curnow. That's the entire yeah, nah. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
There you go. My dog says yeah.
He's
a fan.
The Charlie Curnow that it felt like all preseason the Swans were talking themselves into hasn't existed for about 4 years. It's kind of weird. And like as a Blues fan, I've watched the sort of Charlie Curnow sort of waves where he's up and about and just like causing all sorts of havoc. It's never really, I'll cop to it, been against the best teams, Jez. It's been a lot of, I kicked 10 against West Coast the other day. It's like, good on you, Charlie. It's the hard yards. Like I did see him kick like 6 in front of us in Marvel Stadium one day against the Dogs. Absolutely flying, right? And like, but the sort of spring, I think after that, the second knee surgery or whatever, you're like, a bit light on the forward sort of craft has always been just like that hint off at times the last couple of years. So I know it hasn't really surprised me. The thing is, get him in a different system like Sydney, he'll get used to it and he'll look awesome the back half of this year, I reckon.
I think, and that's why I say because I think he's played 3 games. Like, chill out. I do think though there is a little bit of a Kurt Tippett about him, in that up there on big dollars, but didn't really pan out.
Yep.
So, and that could very easily happen, but I don't think it will. I think that the way Sydney is set up with their structure, I think he'll be allowed the time to find his feet, and they're not going to like it showed even in the week before when they played Brisbane. He didn't do a lot. Joel Amati party had a party, and the week before against you guys, he didn't show his face until the third quarter. So it's a loss, but he hasn't performed in either of their wins, so I'm not sure why all of a sudden it's all his fault.
Yeah,
So
I think he'll be fine.
yeah,
But I'm just not that wildly surprised by it either. Last one. Are the Dogs the best team in the AFL? Yeah, no.
nah,
Suns?
yeah,
Yeah. I think
my top three would be Suns, Dogs, Hawks right now.
yeah. I think my favourite
Yeah.
thing is about the way the Dogs have started their season. I'd probably still have them one over the Suns. They've beaten awesome teams. So
Yeah,
uh,
I think the Dogs. I've got a feeling the Dogs are very close to their peak, whereas I think the other teams like the Suns, the Hawks, and even the Crows can step it up again. So I think the Dogs are they're just going to make the most of this early season while other teams are out of form, like Brisbane, Adelaide are finding their feet a bit. So yeah.
I've got a name for this. It's the beverage plateau. It's a geographical feature and it's also a state of mind. Like the Bevo thing, everything's awesome when everything's awesome. And when it's not awesome, it flatlines. Right? And we've seen it happen time and time again. Sometimes they do it in reverse. Like sometimes they start the year, it sucks, and the plateau is there, and then it goes up a peak, right? And they sort of hit their stride and off they go. But the beverage plateau is always there at some point in the season. They might be sort of at the peak of it now, right? It might just be a very high. The altitude might be right up there for the plateau, but it's still a bit of a plateau. So do they have that next year to go to? We're going to find out. But they, as I said earlier, the balance is so good that I don't know. But suddenly they lose Libba. Treloar will be back at some point, right? Like he took another setback like a couple of weeks ago because it's our beloved Adam Treloar. But like Libba, I get it. You've still got Ed Richards. You got Bont. I don't know. Like they'll take one or two more of these injuries and probably put a bit of a ding in them. But at the moment, they've impressed me the most. I reckon three really good scalps, right? All the way from
absolutely.
They won last week at home, didn't they? But yeah, the Brisbane, GWS, Adelaide is a hell of a round of scalps.
And two close games too. Like they beat Brisbane by 5 points, and then they beat Adelaide by only a couple of points, and then obviously gave GWS a fair flogging. Which I think if they win those games at Marvel, if they can win all their games at Marvel, and that includes away games against sort of North and us, then they're going to be up around that 15, 16 quite easily, especially now that they've won 2 games against top 4 sides from last year away from home. They get to play them again at home. Yeah, it's looking good for them. But like you said, Bevo can always out Bevo himself. So we'll see what happens.
The Bevo Plateau is it's just perfect. I love it.
I got a quick one for you. The winner or loser of the North Melbourne Essendon game, their coach will be sacked. Yeah,
that's a Brad Scott Bowl. That's
the Brad Scott Bowl.
Fun one.
Who would have thought that Michael Voss would have been probably number 3 on that list after round 1? Brad Scott's gone from nowhere to number 1 with a rocket, and Clarko after the weekend has probably gone into second spot.
I think there's still enough meat on the bone for North, though, after that first round win. You go west, sure, it happens. If you lose to Essendon, that's a team who's got his back against the wall. Yes, they've been flogged by 10 goals in their first 2 games. But again, it's your old coach, and they desperately need to win more than anything. I don't know if Clarko gets the sack. If Brad Scott loses another one, they lose to North by 10 goals. I
think he's out the door.
Up against the wall kind of time, right? Yeah. That's a good call.
Yeah.